Welcome back to the channel. This is like my third take on the intro. The first two we won't even talk about, but thank you for being here. There's a lot of YouTube gun tuber content that you could consume, and I appreciate the amount of time you spend with me. Before we get into what we're talking about today, which is preparedness, like, subscribe, comment, do all that. I love seeing the comments. Comment whatever you want. It's free for all. There's no rules because it's America. You can do whatever you want. You don't need me to tell you what to do. So, getting into the topic today, it's a series, but it's not really a series. It's more like different levels of preparedness. I already talked about my EDC, which is the Unity Tactical Clutch for, you know, carrying medical and all that. The next level up is my oh crap bag. So I've heard people talk about a go bag. I don't really know what a go bag would be for. Like, if something happens around my house, I'm staying at my house. That's where my stuff is. That's where my food is. That's where my guns are. You're not getting in my house. So it's not a go bag. It's really a get home bag. Like, if something pops off, we have civil unrest that was here last year. It could happen again. It could happen at any time. You know, this is the make sure you get home. You hear gunfire going off in the distance. This bag here. Now, I've gone through a lot of bags. I've had them from a lot of different places. Like, the most recent one that I had for a while was the Verdict's Gamut 2. And here's the problem with gun bags, okay? Is they put too many stinking pockets in them, all right? They overthink it, and they just put pockets and zippers and pockets and zippers, when really what I want is I want a bag that will carry my stuff, okay? That's number one. There's too many pockets and zippers. Number two is they end up looking like gun bags. Like, I see somebody, especially if like they're carrying a 511 bag or anything with MOLLE rigging on it, it's like, yeah, dude's probably got a gun in there. So for me, I want to be inconspicuous. So I went through a few different of the gun bags, the high-end bags, and what I ended up doing was settling on a $25 bag from Amazon, okay? Yes, it is from China, but this bag here was 25 bucks, came to my door next day on Amazon. I quit them for a while, but you know, I called them back up and said, I just can't quit you. Like, it's Amazon. I want the stuff that they have on there, and cheap backpacks is kind of part of the thing. So this is a commuter bag. What I like about this bag here is I put this thing on, okay? And outside of maybe the flannel and the hat, like, what do I look like? Busy, what do I look like to you? A regular everyday guy. And this is like this is the kind of bag, okay, that you would take on an airplane. So it's a commuter bag, so it has tons of room in it. So I'm gonna show you what I have in my get home bag. So this is not about the bag, all right? But I wanted to talk about the bag. So the first panel, which is 4. So I went through and I found a bag that would accommodate a 17-inch or bigger laptop, because in the first pocket I have, my Maxim Defense PDX. And here, watch you, everybody. You just pull this out. I know some people had to mention that I was pushing the button before, and the reason I was pushing the button before is because I'm used to the SB Tactical collapsible brace from my MP5 clone, which you have to push the button. That thing actually, I hate that brace. So yes, I know, all I have to do is pull it. So in pocket number 1, I have my PDX in 7.62. Now, why do I have this gun in my backpack? Well, I want overwhelming firepower, okay? If something happens, and statistically, the dude, like, if it's a criminal, okay, well, you know, if something's happening, it's gonna be a criminal, but criminals statistically are gonna be using handguns, and they're gonna be using crappy handguns for the most part. Like, if you've ever seen like the Instagrams of like Baltimore Police Department, like the guns they took off the street, it's like, you know, Derringers and, you know, like dueling pistols from the 1800s. So when stuff pops off, it's not the best equipment, and it's almost always handguns. So for me, if something's happening in earshot, I want to be prepared. So right here, I want to have more firepower than what they have. So my Maxim Defense PDX, I did a review on it. I've got, you know, the Unity Tactical riser on there now, because that's pretty cool, along with the red dot. So this is one thing that's in my bag. Now the other thing that I'm gonna bring out of my bag, it's in the main pocket here, is it's another bag. It's like Russian dolls, okay? They're little Russian nesting dolls. But I have another bag with inside a bag. So this bag here, this is from a company out of California, and it's called the Tack Top Bag. Now, in the history of marketing, that is the worst name I have ever heard for a product, okay? Like, I've heard some bad ones before, but Tack Top Bag doesn't really make sense. I get it's like they're thinking tactical laptop, but they're in California, like they don't realize no one's gonna carry a laptop in this. So here's what it is. It's a bag. When you zip it open, all right, and then you flip it inside out, now you have a plate carrier, and in my case, I have a plate carrier with level 3A plates in the front and the back. So I'll put it on and demonstrate for you how it looks. Yeah, I know I'm getting all messed up here. So before we start into this and talk about the Tack Top plate carrier bag, some of y'all already going, oh my God, it took him so long to get that out of the bag and deploy. And it's all about situations, okay? Like, obviously, if something pops off right here in front of me, I'm not gonna go, oh, wait a minute, Mr. Bad Guy, let me get all set up. No, I'm just gonna come out. For me, I want to be prepared in case other things happen. So this is like my version of a chest rig with some body armor in it. So it's a Tack Top plate carrier. Now, normally it has MOLLE on the front, so you'll see pictures of it on the website. It has 7 MOLLE connections, which is kind of weird to have an odd number of MOLLE connections. And if you go onto the AceLink website, they actually show a handgun being held, like they put a holster in it. That doesn't make sense to me. For me, the MOLLE and the plate carrier itself is really for carrying extra stuff. So the idea is, something bad happens, I get out my plate carrier, and from here on out, it's the Tack Top bag. I'm calling it a convertible plate carrier, okay? It's a convertible plate carrier. So I've got that. I have my PDX 7.62 with 20 rounds. I have 2 30-round magazines, and then I have extra backup magazines for my secondary gun at this point. Normally be my primary, but now my handgun is my secondary. This is my primary, okay? And also, I have different pockets. So what I did is I went through a few different versions, and hang on, we're gonna fast forward because I'm gonna tell you exactly what placard this is. All right, my internet's not working, so I can't tell you what placard I used on here, but I found one. I'll put it in the comments below what placard I put. So I took the MOLLE rigging and I got this placard on here, which actually has 4 rifle spots on it, but I'm only using the outer 2 because these are 7.62 AR mags, so they've got a really drastic curve in them, so I have to have a lot of space in between. But I've got the outer 2, and then it has 2 pistol mags, okay, 2 pistol spots up there. Inside the other rifle mags, or the rifle mags, I guess it's a mag. Inside the other rifle spots, I have a pair of chest seals, because chest seals are good to have. I have a tourniquet ready to deploy. And then there's another little pocket on the front here where I have quick clot, I have gloves, and that's all I've got in there. So if you looked at what I've had before, normally I'll have a flashlight and all that. I'm already gonna have that on me. So this is like the next level up. Now, this right here it's not the coolest thing in the world, okay? They're like 320 bucks, but it's, for me, I would much rather have, if I have the option of having some protection, so this is level 3A, and I don't know everything about armor, but like level 3 is actually NIJ certified, 3A and 3 plus are like the industry special threat levels. So 3A is going to be for bigger handgun calibers. It's not quite 3, it's a little bit under 3, which would be 3A. So it goes up to 357 SIG and or 44 Magnum, which honestly is going to be plenty of protection as far as puncture is concerned. I am in the future going to do a shoot test on one of these plates, because the plates, it's soft armor. Looks like this. It's a 10 by 12 3A soft armor plate. Because puncturing is one thing. Like when I see YouTubers and they shoot body armor, I go, that's cool. It stopped the bullet. Like I have no doubt that I'm going to be able to stop. You know, I'll shoot it with a 357, 9mm, whatever. It's going to stop it. But the problem is the back face deformation. So they do send testing information and on what it is. I forgot what the actual number is, but it ended up being something like 2 inches of back face, rear face deformation. That means when you get shot, this is going to go in 2 inches. Now, what that means is it's going to hurt like a sumbitch, okay? It's really going to hurt. It's going to break bones. It's going to, probably break ribs and get, make you lose your breath. So it's not going to be fun, but it's not going to make a hole. So this is not like, oh, I'm going to be totally fine. Not that getting shot in any situation you'd be totally fine, but this is not a plate carrier for that kind of an idea. So really, this tack top bag is just something to have to where I have extra magazines, I have extra kit on me, and it's compact and it fits inside of a discreet bag. So that's why I bought it. And I'll let you in on a little secret. Oh yeah, how did I get these? I bought them, and the way I did it is I called AceLink and I said, hey AceLink, here's my info, I'd like to become a dealer. And I actually bought all of the tack top bags that they had available. They're like $329 with the armor, because I wanted to give them to my family, my brothers and sisters and all that stuff for gifts. I may have a couple extras. Contact me if you want to buy one, or contact AceLink if you think it's kind of a cool idea, just with a really stupid name. But anyway, this just gives me the ability to have extra stuff on me and a little bit of kit for the kind of scenarios that I'd probably most likely run into. Now, I know there's also going to be some people saying, oh, well, if shooting pops off and you end up putting on armor like this, and now you've got a rifle, aren't the cops going to shoot you? Here's the thing. They're going to be minutes away. So one of the things is you need to protect yourself. And also, police do a pretty good job of reading your body language. So if you're not a threat, if you don't go and aim a gun at a cop, they're probably not going to shoot you. So for me, I am less concerned about being shot by a friendly than I am about protecting myself and other people in the immediate. Because the average, police response time in a good city is going to be right around 5 minutes. In a normal city, 10 minutes, okay? So police response times, like you have to be prepared to take care of yourself. So this is going to be like the next level up, and the backpack that I carry it in.